They didn't train us to be heroes. They trained us to keep people alive long enough to hand them to someone else. I was a combat medic in the Central Highlands, 1970. My aid bag went wherever the squad went. If they walked, I walked. If they got hit, my day really started. This patrol didn't feel special at first. We were moving along a ridgeline, jungle thick enough that you never saw far. I was near the rear, where they liked to keep me close to everyone, not the first one to step on something. Our point man, Alvarez, raised a fist. We froze. He whispered to the LT that he saw a trail junction and fresh boot prints. We were still processing that when the claymore went off. The blast came from our left, a flat crack and a wave of metal. Harris screamed and went down, clutching his chest. Then the jungle lit up. KK fire poured into us from front and both flanks. Rounds snapped overhead, slammed into trees, kicked dirt. Someone yelled, "Ambush," like we needed the reminder. I hit the ground. Somebody shouted the word I never ignore. "Doc." You move when you hear that, no matter what. I low-crawled toward the voice, aid bag dragging, bullets smacking into the dirt around me. Our M60 opened up. A couple of guys popped frags, the whole line returning fire. Harris was on his back, eyes wide, sucking air in short, panicked gasps. His chest rig and shirt were shredded. Blood everywhere. "I can't," he wheezed. "Breathe?" I snapped, already tearing his shirt open. "You breathe. I'll worry." His chest was peppered with small holes, one of them bubbling pink foam with every breath. Sucking chest wound. I slapped the plastic wrapper from a dressing over it, taped it down as tight as I could with shaking hands. His breathing eased from frantic to just awful. "Am I?" He started. "You're still uglier than me," I said, "so you're fine. Hold this." I pressed his hand over the dressing. "Doc, we got another one," someone yelled. Two guys were dragging Davis, leaving a red trail. His left leg ended mid-thigh in a shredded mess. Someone had slapped a tourniquet on, but it wasn't cranked enough. "Who put this on?" I barked. "I did," a kid said, pale. "I didn't? You did good." I cut him off, tightening it until the bleeding slowed. "You kept him here." That's the hard part. I checked for other hits. There was another hole high on his right side. "Of course," I muttered. I rammed dressings into the side wound, rolled him enough to listen. Breath sounds uneven, but still there. Barely. "L2," I yelled over the gunfire. "I've got two bad. One amputation, one chest. I need a bird as soon as somebody loves us." "Working on it," he shouted back, radio pressed to his helmet. "Artillery on call. Gunships inbound." "Hold on." Davis's eyes fluttered. "Doc," he whispered, voice thin. "It's cold." "You're lying in mud, genius," I said. "Stay awake." "Look at me." I jabbed morphine into his good leg, bent the needle, and hooked it in his collar, so nobody doubled the dose by accident. "Doc!" Another voice yelled. Nguyen was face down a few meters away, blood pooling under one shoulder. "You," I said to the kid on Davis, both hands on that dressing. "If he stops talking or you feel it soaking through, scream for me." I crawled to Nguyen, rounds cracking overhead. He groaned when I rolled him. High back wound near the shoulder, exit lower on the chest. Ugly, but his breathing wasn't whistling, which was something. I plastered dressings front and back, wrapped them tight. The volume of fire started to drop. One of our claymores went off out front ours, not theirs. The M60 gave one last long burst. Someone yelled that the tree line was going quiet. Then faintly I heard rotors. Birds inbound. The LT shouted, "Pop smoke." Green smoke hissed up. The Huey came in low, rotor wash blasting leaves and dust over us. "We're taking small arms." The crew chief yelled from the door, gesturing us in. Davis went first. Two guys on the litter, me holding pressure on his side until the bird's medic grabbed him. I shouted wounds and morphine at him over the engine noise. We ran back and hauled Harris on a poncho. His breathing sounded like a leaking bellows. I kept my hand on his chest seal until the last second. "Don't let anyone peel that off," I told the medic. He gave me a quick thumbs up. Nguyen was last. He managed a weak smile when I told him he was finally getting a flight that didn't involve walking. "Clear out," the LT yelled as soon as they were loaded. We dove away from the rotor wash. The Huey lifted, wobbled a little under the weight, then clawed for altitude and turned away, door gun barking into the trees. When the sound faded, I realized my hands were still clamped in fists. "Doc, you good?" the LT asked. "Ask me when we hear how they are," I said. That night, word filtered back. All three made it to the hospital. Harris and Nguyen were banged up but stable. Davis lost a leg and more besides, but he was alive. People like to talk about the golden hour. Out there, it didn't feel like an hour. It was seconds. Between knock and you hitting your knees. Between a pulse fading under your fingers and the sound of rotors overhead. Between leaving someone in the dirt and loading them into a bird. That space between heartbeats? That's where medics live.